Welcome back to Iron Fist Classics. In this episode, we're going over issues 24 and 25 of Marvel Premiere and Iron Fist number 1. Okay? First up, Marvel Premiere number 24. And yes, he does fight this Monstroid. Yeah. So the issue opens up with Colleen and Iron Fist training. Yep, that's what they do. They just train. And they train for about a few pages. For several pages. And of course this ends like right here. Yeah, the whole about the man and woman thing he doesn't like very much. But that's just the way it is. And then we cut away to a shield installation. It's interlude. Where apparently someone is trying to get this Monstroid. Which I'm glad they put an editor's note in here. Seriously, Marvel. Put these things back in here. Otherwise, though, you have no idea what people are talking about. I'm trying to get a good look here. Yeah, put these things back in the books. People want these things. People love these editor notes. Okay? Now, this thing was from Marvel Team number 5. In issue 1 was Baby Misty Knight. Yeah, apparently they're holding this Monstroid thing. And apparently this thing just wakes up and just knocks out some people. And we cut back over to Danny just walking down the sidewalk. Just having a normal day off, and of course he plays some baseball. He's invited to play some baseball, which he does. He does play some baseball. This goes on for a few pages. Like something's wrong, and of course and then the Monstroid comes and attacks people in the park. Iron Fist swings into action, takes on the Monstroid, along with Colleen. I think it's Colleen. Or I think it's some other woman. And he just bows him for several pages. He just fights him and smashes the head of the robot. And then the issue ends with this guy. With this guy, it kind of looks like a black version of the Mandarin. So he's gonna take us. Okay, I think it's called maybe Mindstrom. I think his name is. I don't know who this guy is. Well, actually, it's explained later who this guy is. But okay, that's the end of issue 1. Now we cut to the final issue of Iron Fist's time in Marvel Premiere. His issue 25. Okay. Okay, the issue opens up with him fighting a guy named Caliban Bay, who was wearing just a pair of boots, looks like a pair of wrestling shorts and some kind of sash, and he fights him for several pages until he's stopped by the woman he met in the previous issue, who's some princess, and he's supposed to be her bodyguard, and he says, "Oh, just playing." Like some sport, he was going to kill him anyways for some strange reason. They talk for a bit, and of course Iron Fist goes into a car with the lieutenant. And he comes back to Professor Wang's place where it's ransacked again, and of course he's trying to get attacked by Professor Wang himself. And it turns out that Colleen has been kidnapped. And of course they arrive at some crime scene. And it turns out that, oh, I should spoil this, basically that the cops that are there, they're bogus. Yep, they're bogus cops. They have no idea. So the Iron Fist attacks him, and of course the lieutenant attacks him too. And they get away. Yeah, and they get away and they drive. And of course the attack was on a strange thing. Yeah, I'll explain who he is, who he's supposed to be. He gets some illusion and the Iron Fist hallucinates seeing his father. And it turns out the person behind the illusions is Daredevil villain Anger the Screamer, who is around in New Avengers, part of the New Ravengers. And he fights and he gets these illusions. And he gets knocked out. And it turns out that apparently he was working for Apparently he has a Stark ID on him. Okay? Okay, then we cut away to Iron Fist, #1. First of 15 issues this volume lasted for. It had a few other volumes after that, but the most successful Iron Fist series was the Immortal Iron Fist by Matt Fraction, Edward Baker, and David Aja. And of course, I knew about the Iron Fist Deadly Weapon series, and it lasted for 12 issues. The Immortal Iron Fist lasted for 27 issues longer. And yeah, this does happen. He does fight Iron Man. So Iron Fist breaks into Stark's installation. Of course, flashing back to the previous issue where he had just defeated Anger the Screamer. And of course, he told about the Stark ID. And then we see Misty Knight again, wearing a completely different outfit than she did before. And figures out what she's doing there. And of course, they decided to team up and chose not to knock him out again. And then we see that, and this is quite interesting. Apparently, Tony Stark, in his when he was in the 70s, this was when they came out in the 70s. Apparently, he had these mini monitors in his bedroom. And then he sees that someone has broken in, like he recognizes him as Iron Fist, and he switched to his Iron Man outfit. Says somebody's just late, like some guy that probably works for. Oh, this is basically the whole Colleen being kidnapped subplot. Yep, trying to figure out where she is. She gets away, and then she gets knocked out for her troubles. And then we see the guy basically is. This guy is part of a subplot that runs throughout the entire Iron Fist series, and it gets wrapped up in Marvel Team Up. I'm going to spoil who this guy is now. This guy is the Steel Serpent. He's an evil version of Iron Fist. He gets explored later. Yeah. And then we see, we go back to Iron Fist and Stark Industries factory. And of course we see Iron Man thinking he killed Don Cheadle. Now, I'm not sure which alpha this is supposed to be. It could be Iron Man Mark V. Edgar would probably know which. Okay. That's just my Twitter notification. Edgar might know which Iron Man armor this might be, but I think it might. I don't think it's Mark IV. It looks like it could be Mark V or VI of the Iron Man armor. And they fight. And they fight for pretty much almost the entire issue. Just fight. Yep. Just lots and lots of fighting. And of course they're stopped because there's some fire going on. Yeah, and of course they fight for a little bit more. And then they fight for a little while, and of course Iron Man tries to do something like he's probably gonna give like killing blow to him because he hit him with his glove fist, and Misty tells him no. And it turns to Don Cheadle is alive, and someone put sleeper agents inside of Iron Man, and he says says they were used. Yeah, it had a button. You might have found at least gotten a lead, perhaps. He says he would help, but he has stuff going on in his own book. Doesn't say what's going on in his book at this point, but yeah. It's a nice little ending to this particular story, but yeah. That is the end of that particular, of those 3 issues. Now, these 3 issues, the last 2 issues of Marvel Premiere, 24 was kind of another standalone issue. 25 was the start of that particular multi-part storyline, which would go on for pretty much the first half, continuing for the first half into the Iron Fist series. And then having where issue 1, where Iron Fist takes on Iron Man, which is something probably everyone probably expected because it's the Marvel Universe and everybody's going to be Iron Man at some point. It was a nice fight between the 2 of them, which lasted most of the issue. It was nice to see Iron Man in the book. But yeah, 3 really good issues, and I give the 3 issues a 9 out of 10. I'm sure Edgar would appreciate me showing off a book with Iron Man in it. Yeah. So that's it for this episode. Stay tuned for episode 5, where I will cover issues 2, 3, and 4 of Iron Fist, Iron Fist Volume 1. Until then, see you there. Bye.